What's going on, everyone? Welcome into another Wuthering Waves video. Today I wanted to go over the mistakes to avoid early on in the game. Some things that I've just been looking through in here. Things not to miss, I guess, mistakes not to miss, and resources not to really use too much in the very beginning, because these will help you progress through the game further on if you utilize them in the right way, especially when you have such a limited amount of resources as like a free-to-play player, or even like a light spender. You're going to run into this as well. If you come over here and we take a look at our resonators, this is the easiest way to go ahead and take a look at it. If we come in here, we have our character pages, and we have our weapons, we have our echoes, we have our resonance materials and stuff, like to go ahead and go up through like the tier list of our skills. And then we also have like the dupes. But here we go. First things first is when you are building certain teams, early on in this game, you're going to be given a lot of resources, and it's kind of push you in a direction to want to spend them to go ahead and level up the characters and stuff like that. But they're going to be finite at some point. Right now, we have ascension materials, and then we also have, let's go to a character we haven't leveled up. We also have level up materials, which are these resonator upgrades. You have the materials right here. A lot of these came from the battle pass, if I'm not mistaken, that I bought. But if you would not have gotten that, I believe right now, I am at, what level are we at on total? We're at level 9, rank 9. So as of now, I would have had 3 characters I think I could have taken to 20, and that would have capped me out completely of materials. Obviously, the first day you're going to grind a lot further than this, but keep it in mind, whichever team you're wanting to build, try to save those resources for that team, and then good weapons that you want to put in the materials to get your weapons better, because the weapons do take upgrade materials as well, and that's going to be like other weapons you've pulled, and then these energy cores right here as well. You can use these lower tier weapons. I would hold off on that right now, because sometimes even these 3 stars, they have like specific things that they do that they could be used in different scenarios down the road. So just try to hold on to those and not waste any of them at this moment. Once you start getting like the 4-star and 5-star weapons and you switch them out completely, then obviously go in that direction. But right now, if you're, saving summons so you're not getting a lot of weapons, or you aren't buying the battle pass or anything like that, you're going to have a limited resource of these little energy cores, and you don't want to just be wasting them on blue items or like the green items and gray items and stuff like that. Hold off, you'll get a little bit further, get all these items and stuff that you want to actually level up, and have a better opportunity to go through that in a better way. Next up, the thing that I wanted to talk about, and I feel like they didn't do a very good job of just introducing it and then talking about it, like the importance behind it, is going to be 2 things. One is going to be your guidebook. This one right here is going to be like milestone rewards. These in most gacha games are going to be the greatest honeymoon rewards that we're going to get in the game, along with like events and sign-in bonuses and stuff like that. So here you want to focus on going through all of these different quests that they're asking you to do. And this is where I was getting into details on this about the materials, is because they guide you in a direction to level up someone to 30, level up a weapon to 30, and then obviously later on 40, 50, 60, so on and so forth. So before pursuing this just to pursue it, make sure you already have an idea mindset of the characters you want to build and the weapons that you're going to be going for the foreseeable future. That way, when you're using the resources, they're going directly into a damn item or a damn character that you know you're going to keep. So don't waste those materials just to waste them. Hold off till you unlock this milestone, which is not too far into the game. And then by that point, you'll already have, basically, I would say by the end of day 1, if you haven't spent any money, or like if you're re-rolling or whatever, you'll have more than enough to go ahead and get through that first banner to get your first 5-star to see if it's one you're going to want to keep. If it is, pump everything into that 5-star, unless you're going for like a Jian or you're holding off for a Yinlin later. then unfortunately, if you're holding off for Yinlin, you are going to have to progress through that because it's going to be required to kind of get a bunch of materials and progress the story and stuff. But yeah, hold off on that. Also hold off on just basically turning the astrite here. Let me see if I can use the mouse. Turning the astrite into like a summon in case you're not going to actually need to use that later, because I made the mistake of turning all my astrite into this one right here when I did want to summon on the weapon as well. So I kind of messed up. Yeah, hold on to these, or whatever, you know, resource material. If you paid, then the paid one, hold on to them until you make a decision upon pulling on that. I should have just done a 10 pull. I got lucky as hell. We pulled Gian off the first 10 pull, not to brag or anything, but this is the thing that I wanted to show, is I bought these specifically to guarantee one copy of Gian, and then I was going to use the rest on the weapon, but I bought all freaking 80 of them here. Now I'm stuck holding this, and I won't have anything left over for the weapon, so I'm either going to have to be patient, use my astrite, or, you know, spend money to grab more of this stuff, which I'm still debating on doing because I do want to grab his signature weapon since he's going to be my main. And that brings me to the point of that whoever your main character is going to be, invest hardest into them, whether it's, you know, the echo leveling up and whether it's the resonator leveling up, stuff like that. After that, make sure you're always checking your quests. This right here, you can kind of get off track at a point where it requires you to be like a certain union level to proceed in the main story. If you aren't checking your quests, these are what's going to give the biggest union level XP rather than just mindlessly exploring in the beginning, which is good because you want to gather echoes, but don't waste anything in regards to that. Also, another thing, I don't know if I can just show you right here because I don't have it unlocked on the map, but there are, yeah, I don't think it shows it here on the map. So there is echoes, or like the tacit discords that spawn, that they have like a red glow to that. Hold off on killing those because you want to wait until you unlock co-op, because those will give extra rewards and stuff for like the co-op. You can get it in, your partner can get it as well. That way you can get the most echoes out of that as well. They also have a very high drop rate of giving, like, they have like 100% drop rate of giving the best tier of that echo whenever it drops if they're glowing red. So try to hold off on that. But yeah, guys, if there's any other questions you have, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to make a guide or a video based on that. We will be pumping out a ton of Wuthering Waves content, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and I'll be here for the foreseeable future. We are going to get slapping with Gian though. I just pulled him and I was like, let me make this guide real quick. That way I can put everyone on game. Anyways, y'all, thanks for stopping by and I'll see y'all in the next one.